nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody wants.
Yeah.
Houston, we've had a problem.
They always leave the heat on. Where your friend expect for you to leave home. Family it tests you, blood pressure you to squeeze arms. Yeah. I was blessed to inherit lyrics my parents had to serve in my face. If the industry ain't gon' profit, they urge you to wait. I'm in a game where people working for you, burn you for cake. You see them folks at your lowest and they can't serve you a plate. But God showed us through Moses, I stabbed, turning to snakes. I was born to blow it convey. Niggas is Warren Buffett while we warring over buffet. The sacrament is begun. These rappers ain't as passionate as we come. They rather sip the activist than be one. They falling for fame. If you don't know that Christ is Lord, then you lost in the game. Don't get ahead of yourself like Rick Ross in his chain. But who am I? I'm just a Christian soul, trying to get my point across.
Yeah. That's how I'm feeling right now, you feel me? A little A. Marie in there on a nice Tuesday evening.
Old school.
Oh, look, you feeling that, Nelly?
I mean, I rock with A. Marie tough.
The video's in my head playing right now. That's how classic it is.
Yo, A. Marie is really underrated.
Low
I
key.
seen her at Aquarius, bro.
Like when, yesterday?
No, in February. I went to Cali, bro. That mother was live.
Hey, she had like a good stretch, like, you know, like just her own sound, like that DC sound that was like popping for a little minute.
They said she was at Def Jam, and they said there was like a conflict between Beyonce, Jay, and her actually, because she was actually supposed to be the lady of the rock.
Low key didn't. It's like a couple of Beyonce songs that kind of sound like
similar.
A. Marie.
People
stuff.
confuse one thing as Beyonce songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, whoa. We have not even introed the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, volume 4 of the Library Podcast. We have Juwan, we have Jared, we have Nelson, and we're on TV now. Hey. Now, you guys really killed me last week because I said Jamie Foxx doesn't seem good as Chris Brown. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But we're going to go ahead and start off with Juwan with Life. So take us away, Juan. Juan's a trash name.
Please don't.
Juan.
Hey, that's a hell, man. All right, today on the Life segment, every young individual, young adult goes through this. When trying to figure out what they're trying to do in their life, we call it, well, specifically in our case, post-grad depression. Now, that has to be one of the most serious and most nerve-wracking things any individual can go through, especially while getting out of college, man, because you start to miss the things that you had in college. You miss the community that you were around, and especially if you were an individual who has status, it's like, man, I don't got that no more. Nobody's around. Nobody cares about me. You just start thinking about all the dumbest things, you know, while trying to figure out what you're trying to do.
I think post-grad depression is like the realest thing. And it only really hit me when I went to like a club and I just saw everybody like in a section and they were just having so much fun. And then I was like, hey, man, maybe I should join them. And then the security guard was like, nah.
Who you?
Where are you going, little fella? So, I mean, it's a big deal because you want to be successful, but you just want to do it like super, super fast. And you have to realize that everything takes time and everything takes, you know, a lot of hard work. So it's kind of a big deal for me. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm adjusting to it now. I think it's cool now.
True. Post-grad depression is real. It's the time you have on your hands. Idle time is deadly. So went from like having a busy schedule to not having a schedule like at all set. It do kind of like get you bugging, get you worried, jobs not hitting you back, and you know, you have to find outlets of like finding yourself, like finding outlets that will help you kind of push forward, move, hobbies, create stuff. Like I said, going out too. When you see people living it up, you want to live like the same. We can't live like that. Gotta live by your means.
Yeah.
So, yep. You know what I'm saying? Can't have that champagne taste. We got beer money. You feel me?
Hey, quiet as kept. I love that phrase.
Champagne taste, but I got beer money.
No.
Mate, go ahead, Nelson.
Oh no, but low key, I'm fresh into the post grad depression. I guess you would say. You know, I just graduated, so I mean, it's a very interesting time because you're finding yourself. Like Juwan said, like, you know, in college, it was a lot different. Like, you know, you had a schedule, you know, you seen like people all the time and stuff, you know. But like now that like you're back in Houston and stuff, you're just trying to get adjusted to the Houston life. So like you said before, you know, it's gonna take time. Like, you know, you can't just like try to rush the process.
Yeah, and then the city is so big, but it's so small too. Because I feel like I run into the same people everywhere I go. Whenever I'm in the city or whenever I'm out and about, I think socially it's kind of a interesting thing because it's like you're just getting out of college and you're trying to find the right type of fun because you don't want to be just with a super old crowd at like a club, but you don't want to be like a super young dude at like at a hall event or something like that. So it's like you're just trying to see whichever, you know, whichever field you really kind of fit in. So I mean, I think I'm kind of working with it now though.
And you lucky you said that you find yourself hanging with the same people. I mean, I had that problem because I'm just trying to find out what is there to do out here. Like, you know, like in college, like it's so many scenes, man. Like, you know, it's so many. Like, it's either you could party, you could go to programs on campus, events on campus. Like, it's just always something to do.
But no, you're just accustomed to it, dude. Because look, at the end of the day, this is the 4th largest city in the United States. So there's always something to do.
Facts.
It's just, you know, what are you willing to go out and do? What are you willing to go out and... One of my friends was like, they got into pottery.
Yeah.
Am I going to get into pottery? Nah. But I mean, just like, that's something that they do now every Wednesday. So once you create a routine for yourself every single day, then I think it becomes fun.
Man, go ahead, JP.
Oh, what Vic said, create a routine. That's the key thing. Because when you say, like, back in college, it's a routine you got. Like, you get up, you go to class, you go to programs, you go party. And, like, you can, like I say, you can move around that. When you're free in the H or just whatever city you live in, like, you have to find it now. And everything, like I said, everything kind of spread apart at times. So it's like, man, do I really want to go out there to go check this out? I don't know nothing about it. Don't want to take the chance just yet. Because if it's an L, you can be like, man, that let me down.
Yeah.
And if it's a dub, it's like, cool. But then you got to convince everybody. So I know that feeling. But the routine is key. You get a routine, solid.
Man, honestly, I think it's just a part of that experience. Initially, when I first graduated from college, I was just kind of thinking to myself, like, man, I am not the person I thought I was when I was on campus. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Humbling.
Like, exactly. Very, very humbling. But after a while, I started thinking to myself, and then it kind of became a way for me to just kind of find myself, almost reinvent myself, to try to do something, try to, you know, reach out there and connect with people who may be in the same situation as I am and just, you know, collab with them and build something.
Okay, you know what I noticed though? Like the worst kind of post-grad depression is like when you know what you plan on doing in the future,
but don't know how to get there.
Yeah, either that or like whatever you plan on doing like consists of like a waiting process.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know? So like you just waiting for like feedback or like confirmation, it like kills because it's like, you know, like y'all said, if you don't have a schedule, then it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, like you gotta find something else to like
Eat up
give
time.
eat up time or, you know, give your energy to, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man. Yeah, the post-grad depression, man, when, like you said, when you're trying to find something to do, man, the idle mind is the devil, man. The idle mind is the devil. So when you have nothing to do, you know, you're sitting at home, you know, you're looking up a billion jobs every day, like you said, waiting on confirmation.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Indeed.com, you're trash.
I hate Indeed, man.
Indeed is super trash. What's that other one called? There's another one.
Monster, you got Monster.
Monster.
Snag a
The
job.
hell out of here.
All that stuff, dog.
See, and that's why I say you start to go back to the individuals you know and you start connecting with people because, I mean, it really is who you know. That's how you get what you want nowadays. It's who you know, who you connect with, and basically who you impress.
Yeah.
To shake.
And then another thing that I'm noticing is just interaction with women post-grad. Because I feel like whenever you're in college, it's just everything's just so easy. Of course, she's gonna mess with you. You're popping.
You're popping.
You're popping. You're not a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? You're popping. But now it's like, okay, you got to take her out, and then, and like, women, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it's a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Especially when like we go out to like a lounge or something, and then you find somebody interesting, and then you got to go, okay. So let me buy her a drink, but damn, that drink like $10.
That's humbling too.
shit, she ain't gonna get lit off for just one drink. So, know what I'm saying? Trying to get some popping. So I mean, it's just an adjustment. You know what I mean? It's a big adjustment to make. But I mean, I think I'm a grade mine so far. I think the first year was like a 6. Now I'm like living like an 8. I think there's one thing I need to do for me to like just get to a 10. But I'm looking forward to it. Like I'm looking forward to like graduate school. I'm looking forward to other things that post grad, presents. I think that first year I was just like, bro, I'm broke. Like I'm trying to beat this time to get into this place for free because they tell me $20, I'm turning around. So it's just like I'm just not even. I wasn't even with it back then, but now it's like, you know what I'm saying. You have a little bit of a means to do something. Luckily my job is a pretty good job, and I like what I do. So. I mean, you get over it. That 9 to 5 is a struggle, though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's struggle, but I'm appreciative, man.
It's stable.
Yeah, exactly.
Stable.
Exactly. It keeps me busy. It keeps my mind off. What doesn't necessarily keep my mind off of stuff because I'm ambitious, but it just keeps me knowing like, okay, I got here. I look back to where I was, and I'm in this place now, and it's like I'll be all right.
Yeah.
I start thinking to myself like I'm gonna be all right. It's just got to keep grinding. Keep pushing forward and just keep praying, and then you'll get to that goal.
And it's like you ask God for this, and then it comes. You know what I'm saying? Like He put His food on your plate. It's time to eat. Take your time, man. One thing I can say with post grad, and this is just I guess the way we live life now. Everybody wants microwave success, and it's cool because it sounds popping when it's cooking, but when it comes out, it's like, oh, still some cold parts here. Yeah. So it's like the whole process of post grad depression and post grad life. It takes time. Like it's a really cooking process.
Yeah, JP with the metaphor.
Can I ask you?
I'm just saying.
Can I ask you where you get these metaphors from? Because I'm feeling everything.
He got it from Indeed.com.
I ain't gonna lie, it's God talking to me right now, man.
No, it is.
But that's how it goes, though, man. Like everything got to be prepped right. Got to take its time. Everything takes its course. Whether it's finding yourself spiritually, finding yourself financially stable, finding yourself like in a relationship, like it takes time, man. We all want to rush it because it's like, man, we were just doing this and we living, and then coming back to I'm back home with my mom's. It's like I gotta be on.
That's a big. Let's talk about that though. Let's talk about that though. Luckily, I love my parents. You know what I mean, and they've been very, very accommodative of me just coming back and getting myself on my feet, and you know what I'm saying, preparing for the real postgraduate success. But I'm not gonna lie, that's a big adjustment.
That's the most humbling of the adjustments.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't let you have parents that are strict. Like you go from living a life of freedom, then you come back home, and it's like, you better be home at 9 o'clock. It's like, dude, am I not in my 20s?
I think I'm blessed to have the parents that I have because like my lifestyle as far as like freedom in college, like it didn't change that I got home. Like, regardless, I don't guard as much as I did when I was in college. But, like, if I wanted to in Houston, my parents, they're doing no tripping because, they understand. I'm an adult now.
I mean, if you're at their crib, then, naturally, just out of respect for your parents, you'll be like, hey, my dad, I want to go to here. But I could come home 3 days later, they just going to call me, and they going to be like, you good? Like, all right.
That it's not a big deal. I think it's a big deal when, like, you notice you're in a routine of like doing something whenever you were like not at home, and then like you get home and you're just like, wow, I can't. Point an example. Excuse me. I'm gonna be very like transparent with this. All right. Had a bottle of yak. Right. Had a bottle of yak. Came in. I was like, whoa, I just can't walk up in here with this. Went back to the car because nobody in my family drinks. Yeah. So I went back to the car. I said, let me just, humbly get my backpack. Humbly put the yak in the pack. And then just walk in. Just stuff like that, It's a little stuff here and there. But for the most part, my parents don't, they're cool people. And they understand the grind and the journey. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I come from a single parent household. So it's like my mom always stressing, where you going? Where you this, that, and that, third? But she don't trip at the end of the day as long as she knows. And that's all it is the communication part. Like, coming back home was like, man, this is tough. Yeah. But once you get into, like you said, get into the routine and everything and humbling, like bringing stuff to the house like that, kind of
Yeah.
Love. And
Put the yak in the pack.
Put the yak in the pack. I got country like tendencies, so it's like it's out of respect. Like you just can't just drink in the house. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like you can put it in a cup and
country tendencies. Boy, you heard of Nigeria?
Yeah. I feel like for the most part we're all pretty like respectful. You know, like the only big thing is just like having to check in. Like like when you're in college, you're used to having to check in to anybody. You do whatever you want to do. You leave when you want. You come back when you want. But like now that we're back in the age and stuff, it's like just like y'all said. Hey mom, hey dad, I'm about to go here, or like, I mean, I normally would come home at like 3 or 4 or 5 since I'm in the Ville, but like now that I'm back in Houston, we get home around like 1:30, maybe 2.
Man, I just thought of something. Speaking of checking in, if you are going through that phase of post-grad depression, like real life check in with your friends, like that's kind of how I was able to like cope and vent. Is like just by chopping it with my friends. Even though I tell them, be like, man, I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah,
like I'm tired of working at this place. It's getting annoying. Like I got a degree, why I ain't got no high paying job yet. And just by talking to my friends and just reaching out, you're able to, like I said, connect and just vent and get some of that steam off your shoulders.
I ain't gonna lie, because y'all know I like going off on a tangent, so I'm gonna do it. Screw it. All right, so are y'all looking forward to like family life?
Yeah.
Oh,
like starting your own family?
As I get older,
I'm not.
Yeah, I am.
I'm not.
Say what?
I'm not.
I mean, right now, but like in the future, for sure.
And all right, what age? Let's hear it.
I said, if I want to be like that real family man, I said about 28, 29.
Nouns.
That's not bad.
All right, I'm gonna just say it, man. I don't want to get married till I'm like 30.
Make it.
Yeah, solid.
I mean that's not bad because I honestly was aiming for like 28, 29. So I mean if you do dabble to like 30, that's not bad,
Past 30, maybe kind of.
From the ages of 28 to 30 is like ideal for me. Then I can say that.
Jared, how old are you?
25.
All right, so you ready to get married? Because I'm 24.
House.
Now.
The real question.
Because I'm 24 right now. I am in no position to even have a kid. Talk less of, even talk about getting married to somebody. You know what I mean?
But see, you got to look at it like this. A year a lot of things can happen.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Even a day. But still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to say I'm rushing. Like, by 28, if I'm not married, I'm not on that. It's more like, I know what I'm comfortably, like, feel like I'm about to be stable, know who I am and, like, what I want and everything, and be able to be more of a kingdom man in my own. I can be able to lead to my woman, and my woman can follow suit.
Well, I hate to go into relationships, but the Guru is about to drop some advice on y'all.
Go ahead, Guru.
No, I'm playing, but in that case, wouldn't you want to start, even if you felt like you weren't like stable and didn't have the things necessary, wouldn't you want to just grow with that individual?
Yeah. No.
See, you're about to go somewhere. No. You're about to. No. Hey, chill the freak out.
See, that's why I said I hate to go into relationships.
No. Do your thing. It's cool. Relationship, man.
Go ahead, Vic.
No, let me talk my stuff right quick. You feel me? A lot of people have been telling me that too and talking greasy. Like, oh, Vic, you just want to you don't want to grow with somebody. You just want to just be made when they're there. And then they be made too, and y'all just meet each other in the crossroad. I don't want to come to you with nothing. You know what I mean? I understand a lot of women appreciate the grind and growing with somebody, but I'm the type of guy, I like to spoil people, you know what I mean? So I don't want to just come to you and then, okay, I'm still on the come up. That's why I say 30, because in my head, by 30, grad school is done. I'm on my grind. Everything's done. I'm ready for whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock people who grow with somebody. I think that's a beautiful thing. I just don't think it's for me.
Yeah. Pastor Juwan Greene had a sermon a while back, man, in the summer I went to, and he was talking about how in a relationship, y'all complement each other. And one thing he's talking about, like you said, growing. I'm cool with the growing part of it and aspect of it. But like I said, like Vic just said too, and I'm on the same boat too. It's like I want to be able to be stable on my own, so I know that I'll be able to lead my woman. But then we can still grow. Like it doesn't mean I'm at 28. I'm looking for my queen right now. She can be my queen when I'm 26, and we just build in still. You know what I'm saying? It's just more like I'm just getting myself prepared so that she doesn't have to worry too much. And like, you know what I'm saying?
I think I'm just not ready, man. I think I might be scared, man. I ain't gonna lie, because I've never been emotionally attached to somebody to the point where I feel like, okay, yeah, this wife. Like this is my wife right here. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you're telling me like, okay, Vic, I ain't gonna lie, in the next 4 years, you're gonna have to get it popping with somebody or else.
I understand.
Because as you get older, it gets way harder. You know, past 30, you're done. Yeah. Because all those check marks that you usually give off, you can't just be as bougie. You feel me? You can't just be like, okay, I can't date nobody who ain't got no kids. Yeah. Past 30, you can't be that picky. You better pay. You about to play somebody else's dad. I ain't gonna lie. So you know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. It's just a scary thing to even think about right now for me. Just period.
And that's part of post grad, man. You think into the future so quick.
Much.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that you do scare yourself. You do put yourself in a position like, oh, anxiety. Like I'm not ready just yet because you think it's gonna happen so fast, but it doesn't. It's like I said, it's a
marathon.
Man. Perfect marathon.
Bro, I kid you not. Like you said, just thinking into the future. I kid you not. Last year, you know, graduating college, where I was not thinking about retirement, none of that. But ever since I've been out of college and like, you know, trying to get my master's and working and stuff, bro, I've been thinking about how I'm gonna put a down payment on a house, my retirement plan. I've been thinking about everything, and I think that's kind of the reason why I try to, you know, it comes back on you because it's like, all right, I had my fun in college. Now it's time to get real. It's time to start making money. Yeah.
Hey kids, if you're in college, hey man, enjoy that.
Enjoy it.
Like, look, I'm not telling you to do the full, but do the full. But do the full, please. Because when you get into this real world, you're gonna see why your mom and dad be grumpy and act the way they act sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Random question: what level of education did y'all have the most fun at? I think high school.
High school, easily.
Yeah, easily. High school.
No, I'm gonna say college. College is cool.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Middle school.
Middle school.
I'm so serious.
Okay, middle school. I'm
so serious.
Middle school was
middle school. That was
what?
That was the funnest, boy. Especially I was in the country too. Everybody knew each other. Oh yeah, bro. That was lovely.
That's low key gross.
See, middle school lit, but it's like.
Middle school is lit.
You crazy. When you in 8th grade, bro, you're at the top of the totem pole.
Yeah, so you feel like the man in 8th grade, boy.
Yo, but like you can't compare middle school to like 10th, 11th, 12th grade because middle school you can't drive. You can't do a lot of the things you can do in high school. Like in high school, we were doing the full.
Yeah.
Full. Like, yo, high school is like you can do anything you want, honestly, and you have no like worry in the world, bro. Like you could be as dumb as you want, and you're still gonna like
get out.
End up graduating. You know what I'm
saying?
So true. Like think about it. Like in college, like you can't BS your classes because you pay for those classes. You know, through financial aid and everything. But in high school, you can BS those classes if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually you're gonna get out of there. You know, and like half the time. Well, this is just my situation. You know, in high school, I graduated high school. It was pretty bad. I had like a 2.7 when I graduated high school. The people who had like 3 5s and 3 8s, we ended up at the same college.
Same school.
So, you know,
hey, I know, you high schoolers out there, I know none of y'all listen, but listen to me. Drop all those AP classes.
Drop them all.
It don't matter.
I was able to do the full, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, be that guy and still make it to the same college as the people. With the people who, like, you know, took all the AP classes, was writing 5-10 page papers, you know, struggling.
All those pre-AP classes, drop it.
You feel me? And then, you know, when you get to college, then that's when, you know, you realize, okay, life is a bit more serious.
You're on the same playing field, too.
Yeah, and that's why I graduated with a 3.38, you know.
Hey, round of applause for
I turned it around, bro. You feel me?
College is a false reality of life, bro.
Big false.
It's a scam, though. For sure, a scam.
It's a live scam, though.
It's a live scam.
It's worth it.
It's a live scam.
Take all my money, man.
Okay, hold on. We went from post-grad depression to high school glory. but I like it. Y'all remember prom? Do you remember your prom?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your prom?
Nah.
Not really. I didn't really care. It was cool. Actually, I take that back. It was cool, but I mean, it wasn't I watch too much TV, man.
Project Prom. Oh man, living that one.
Yeah, I watch too much.
Usually clean though, so of course it's not gonna be.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the prom in Cleveland?
But y'all put up on horses.
No, bro. It's not that country, bro.
The day was on the back of the horse with you. Cowboy
The
boots.
prom was in a barn.
What you mean? I pulled up at the top.
Way down yonder in the brickyard.
In the brickyard.
I know y'all was square dancing and two-stepping.
Nah, man, Cleveland.
JP, you didn't like prom?
Not like that. It wasn't all that.
Prom was dope.
Vic was in Mo City. Duh, he loves
Yeah, your prom was lit. I was in Cyprus.
It was like a bounce shoe party at Vic prom.
Boy, it was lit. We woke up the next day. I woke up in Galveston.
Okay. Nah, I feel that.
This prom was like grooves.
You feel me?
It was a wave.
Yo, prom being grooves is wild. My prom was low-key like Diablo's on Thursday. Oh man, Nelson, you like yours?
Mine was cool. It was cool. It wasn't.
He ain't clapped.
It wasn't like, just like Juwan said, man. I watched too many movies, dog. Like, I thought it was gonna be like just crazy, but nah. I mean, we had like an after party at the prom, so that was lit. And then like, you know, we went to one of them water parks.
Yeah, the next day.
Yeah, so you feel me?
Those really be the loudest things, like the next
After
day
scene,
thing after
yeah.
prom. Yeah,
Yeah, who's y'all? We had like a DJ. I think his name was like DJ Blanco or something.
I have no idea who the DJ was for
We had
ours.
some white guys.
The best song they played was Get Low by the Yin Yang Twins. That was the only time we got twerk. But look at me. When they dropped that thing, I said, bet. Say no more.
We was getting down in ours. They low key played like So Anxious. They were playing the jams.
Are you for real?
Yeah, they was
Yo,
playing
see,
the
that
jams.
Mo
Ours.
Yeah, that's why, exactly, Mo City, bro.
Yeah,
That's
shout
why
out
you
Mo
like
City, man.
Nah,
I ain't playing none of that.
I started wagging Soulja Boy and
Soulja Boy, Taylor Swift. I said,
Oh
son.
God, I'm out of here.
Party in the USA.
I said, yo, if you don't drop B King.
Man, you know what's crazy? I almost didn't even go to mine.
Or not.
What?
I didn't care for that stuff, man.
No, but I mean, looking back on it, like I would have been really like hot if I didn't go to prom.
Man,
That's like one of those things that you just.
It's a monumental time in your life.
Yeah, bro.
For that time period, it's like age-wise, I could see, but then it's like you really ain't missing nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, but
It's hit or miss.
my mom forced me to go. I was like, Mom,
See,
your mom forced you to go to prom.
forced me to go. Where I was,
Yo, this guy's crazy.
you're tripping on choosing not to go. Like, I remember me and Josh, like, bro, we was on like you know the APs, like the assistant principals.
All right, hold on. This is about to be the Nelson Hoodomics.
Chill. Nah, he just had like a most wanted list and stuff. So we was on the most wanted list. So, you know, we couldn't go to prom. So, you know, that week we was doing whatever, like begging, like, you know what I'm saying? Just, hey, Mr. Haddon, is anything we could do to be able to go to prom, you know? Because, like you said, bro, it was a monumental time in high school, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody was going, like, I had to, like that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go to prom. Your parents are supposed to rent you a car. You rent yourself a tuxedo or a suit or whatever, like. So, you know.
That was dope.
Yo, yeah.
That was dope. We got a limo.
Okay, but look,
That's your first grown person experience, bro. Like,
I literally had my freshest haircut ever in life for prom. No, let me tell y'all what I did. Hey, shout out to my boy Roy, a real South Side one. Shout out Roy. I went to my barber, right? I usually was getting it for 10. I told this man Roy, I said, Roy, please, Mr. Roy, if you can please just give me the best haircut of my life. He said, little homie, I got you. Just sit down here. I'm going to take about an hour and a half. But you going to be all right.
He said, you got prom.
He gave me the free. I said, bet.
Free?
Man, Mace. I said, bro.
Oh,
that's
man.
prom. He said, because I got to school early, too.
Yeah.
I said, Mace, man, can you cut me up nice? He said, oh, I got you, Kim. I said, well, you got to school early today. I said, I got prom. He said, say less. Boy, cut me up for free. Let me go. Man, every time I got something big, I got you for free. Don't worry about it. I was like, hey.
Hey, give me a barber.
Hey, yeah, I'm about to say, what's his name?
Hey, shout out my boy Mace, King Groomsman.
Hell yeah.
Iraq, bro.
Yeah, what's up, Mace? But no. But what I was saying was just like high school to me is number one, number two is college, number three is middle school. But middle school is lit though. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong, because I feel like middle school you were just finding out about yourself. And like I said, we're off in a tangent. We were talking about post-grad depression, but I started getting depressed thinking about it. So I just went off in a tangent of like memory lane. But do you realize how much you grew as a person in middle school?
Oh, easy.
Oh yeah. You do grow quick in middle school.
That's when I started getting over my fear of girls in middle school. Easy.
Pause. Hold on.
Yeah, I was a sucker, bro.
Yeah, that's how fear of girls.
What?
In elementary,
I was a
son.
sicker.
By third grade, I was like, yo.
See, the thing is, bro, listen to me really quick before y'all start.
Juwan's the dork.
No, we got jokes.
He's from Killeen, bro. I understand he's from Killeen,
Nah, bro, I was raised
He was talking to his cousins.
Oh, hey,
Everybody related, I think.
Whoa, you tripping? But no, it was like, of course, bro. I like girls, of course. I try to play with you. But the thing is, like, I wouldn't ever show it. But on the inside, if one of my homeboys is putting that pressure on me to go like holler at a girl, like I'ma die because I ain't got game. Nobody got game at that time, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Yo,
Bro,
I done been some real ones in middle school.
A light skinned guy that was fast. That was it. And that was my go to.
but that was the gimmick, though. Like, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, in third grade, bro, like, that's when I first started, like, actually looking at girls in a different light. Cause, like,
Third?
I mean, I wasn't doing nothing, but, like, the people that I was hanging with, like, especially, like, my homies, they had game, bro. Like, they was getting it. You know what I'm saying? They was pulling girls, so I was like, yo, I got to keep up.
He playing house at recess.
I mean, we wasn't doing nothing, like, we wasn't, like, kissing or anything, but, like, yeah.
No, we sixth grade probably. We started getting it popping. So, the making out sessions.
So y'all was making out in sixth grade?
Yeah, sixth grade.
Walking to
Yeah.
middle school, you seen that? Like,
For real? You too?
Yeah.
Bro, I had my first kiss until man, don't even laugh, son. 8th grade, bro. 8th grade was my first.
that's very humble.
Loser.
Hey, but look, after that, I was on.
It was a wrap.
But I'm telling you, but it was hard. But it wasn't easy to just get kisses like that.
All right. For the listeners, excuse me. Describe it.
My first kiss?
No homo. Describe it.
Man,
Pause.
I ain't gonna say her name, but
Hey, whoever you are, shout out to you.
nah, it wasn't even nothing like just like crazy. It wasn't no movie type stuff, like no fireworks or anything. It was just, I remember she was my girlfriend at the time. Like, my cousin was dating this one girl, so she was her best friend. So she just told my cousin, like, hey, my friend likes your cousin Nelson. So I was like, so he put us down. So, you know, we was dating for like, say, like a week and a half. And you know, like, middle school relationships are like
dog years.
a week to, yeah, like dog years. Like, a week to us is like
5 years.
you know, you feel me? Like, a long time. So a week and a half, we was feeling like we was married or something. I just remember after my class, I feel like it was my second period class, you know?
Did you used to walk into class?
Yeah, I did all that.
Oh, this guy's a simp.
I thought that's what you were supposed to do.
I was leaving him at the locker.
Yo, I follow. No, the thing is, but we share lockers. Like, I followed the middle school relationship guidelines.
Wow, this guy was watching Boy Meets World.
Hey. But she had her own. She had like her little section in my locker and stuff. I had my little section in her locker. It was lit, but
Y'all were whack.
I remember about the kiss. I remember she kissed weird, bro. Like,
No, you kissed me.
she used to put like her tongue like in the middle of her lips. It was just weird though. But it was my first kiss, so I figured that's what you were supposed to do.
All right, don't say shorty name, but do you know her? Like now?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I still know of her. Like, we follow each other on Instagram, but it's like, you know, that was a middle school relationship, so we not even like that. If anything, we just cool.
That is a crazy story. Y'all really share lockers?
Yeah.
I was
This
too mean, bro.
Who?
You didn't even
said
like
you were
girls in
mean?
middle school, dude. What are you talking about?
I was mean.
No, you was me.
I was mean.
Juwan.
Nah, I can't cook. She has the cooties in the 8th grade. What?
Nah, I was cutthroat all the way up until like the end of high school, man. That's why I had to change the heart and start chilling. So
You was mean to girls in high school?
yeah, like it wasn't really like it wasn't necessarily just mean, but like I was always chill, man. I was more into my sports than like worrying about females.
Yo, this guy Juwan is interesting.
Yeah, not an
Bro,
A-Leaf, boy.
I just chill, man.
Not
I
an
never really
A-Leaf,
worried about
cuz.
it.
Not an A-Leaf.
Right.
I'm sure A-Leaf, most city, Cypress, I'm for sure it was a lot different, though.
See, the thing is, man, like I always been like back in Louisiana, like the pressure was applied because I was always a younger dude hanging out with everybody that was older.
Yeah.
But like when I got to high school, like that's when I got like, cause I used to be kind of a high head back then too, because you know you in the country, you know everybody, you gonna be fighting and stuff all the time. And as I got older, you know, when I got to Texas, I was just like chilled out completely. I was just real laid back. Of course, I knew people because I played sports, and like one of my homeboys, he was real popular too, so he just kind of put me on game whenever I first moved to Texas. But it's just like, man, I just wasn't worried about all that, man. I was worried about sports, my grades, and really just trying to get to
So
school.
then, because I'm about to be your therapist right now. So when did you have your first grades? How old were you? I'm a sicko. I was low-key 8.
Sixth grade. No, 5th or 6th grade, something like that.
All right. So yeah, so he's cool.
But
Jared.
I got that pressure put on me though to do it. So
From the squad.
oh, easy.
You know the squad's not gonna let you lead a recess until you get that thing bumping.
Nah, see, it was man, really, it was just it wasn't even at school. It was just in the neighborhood. Like I lived in one of those neighborhoods where everybody used to come to like hoop and stuff like that. So initially, man, I really got curved at first before I got that kiss because it was all in the same day. Playing hide and go seek, my boys putting that pressure on me to ask her out. So we happened to be hiding in the same spot, and I was like, "Hey, I got a question." And she was like, "Shh, not right now. We're playing hide and go seek." I said, "Oh, flame."
First of all, that's definitely the game to get it popping at when you're a kid.
Oh, easy.
Oh man, you remember those trash? Ring Around the Rosie was so trash.
Yo, I remember in 6th grade we was playing grab ass. You remember that game, dog?
Yo, whoa.
What? Hey. And we all had specific targets, like we already knew, bro.
Man, we called that hide and go get it.
Real talk.
That sounds rough.
I go get it. Sounds crazy.
Sounds right. A little rapey.
Go get it. That sounds rapey.
Little rapey. I didn't go. Yo, that's the name of this podcast. I didn't go get it.
Go get it, dog. Hey, you better go get it. Hey, Juwan, go get it.
Oh man, but all in all, let me go ahead and round it up because we're fooling right now. But pretty much, as Juwan kind of said, there's post-grad depression. Don't let it weigh you down. You know what I mean? It's really a marathon. It's not like just a race because a lot of people who flex right out of post-grad is really fake flex. So I'm just like looking at it. I mean, just take your own pace, do your own thing. Success comes for everybody.
And one more thing I want to add on to that, man. Don't worry about having it now. Like, you don't have to have it figured out now, you know. Just put yourself in a position that you're going to have it in the future, and then it's going to last, like, forever.
Just for those that need that help, that push, man, you know, get in tune with yourself spiritually to cleanse yourself, cleanse your soul, cleanse your body, just cleanse everything to kind of get you a refresher while you out. Also, walk by faith, not by sight, man. Have that mustard seed of faith, man. It's going to get you a long way.
I ain't gonna lie, this guy Jared has been spitting nothing but dialogue ever since we started this podcast.
Dialogue.
But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and go to the music topic. Hey, Juwan, you see we got a sponsor last week, huh? Talking about that hot shit. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with the Library Podcast.
I know you're my girl, yeah, I need to know. I'm dreaming about you daily, wanna keep you close. Have I been on your mind? Cause I kept you by my side. I've held you in my mind, don't care about so and so. You've always been my vision from the day that we clicked up. I just can't seem to find why you're all.
And we're back with the Library Podcast. This is the music topic with Jared Patrick. Jared, go ahead and take us away. You can tell Jared jammed Consequence back in the day.
GLC all of them, man. The
For
whole clique. We're going to go about the Grammy nominations. If y'all not familiar with that song that just played a second ago in the background, that was Grammy Family by Consequence, featuring Kanye, John Legend, Khaled, a whole bunch of people. So we're going to go on a discussion of some top people that made it in the Grammy nominations this year. So I'm just going to go like this. Record of the year, we got Redbone, Despacito, The Story of OJ, Humble, and 24K Magic. Going into album of the year, Awaken My Love by Gambino, 444, Jay-Z, Damn, Kendrick Lamar, Melodrama by Lord, and 24K Magic. And song of the year, Despacito. I ain't gonna lie, I like saying that. 444, Issues, this 1-800 song, That's What I Like by Bruno Mars, of course. So, just out of curiosity, I know y'all seen some of the list. Y'all see any dubs, any snubs from the list of those top parts?
Dubs. Man, that Story of OJ.
I think Bruno Mars is gonna sweep everything.
Oh, easy. You got to see some catchy tunes.
Yeah.
Despacito.
Despacito.
That's a big no. Hold on. That's a big record though.
Huge record.
That's a big
It is.
record.
But do you think it's a summer record or
It don't.
overall?
It'll play right now. I'll get lit.
Thanksgiving, Christmas,
Columbus
New Year's,
Day.
Columbus, 4th of July,
I can see that.
Halloween.
the first of the month.
Yo, that must
Bro,
go.
Despacito is a really big deal. But I think Bruno Mars is gonna take it. That 24K is immaculate. You know, and I be feeling like that album was like overproduced. It really sounds like too like. Does that album sound like really perfect to y'all?
Like, I get like a Michael Jackson feel.
Yeah, like
Okay, when you said that, when I first heard it, because it's not a lot of songs on there either, so that's why it sounds too perfect. Because it's very condensed, very.
But it's strong.
It is strong,
Yeah.
solid. You know what I'm saying? So I can respect that.
I low-key feel like it's like that because then he come back, like he wasn't he gone for a little bit?
Yeah.
So it's only right that he came back with a bang, like, I'm here, you know.
And then people used to clown him low key.
Back
People used to clown Bruno Mars.
Hey, wait. Hey, isn't the Childish Gambino that Redbone?
Yeah, that's on record of the year.
Oh, you said I didn't even hear you say that. Wait,
Yeah.
okay, that's for sure for the win.
No, it's not.
It
You're
might
crazy
not
that-
win.
crazy that-
Despacito.
This song took off. What do you mean?
Despacito.
No,
You like
Despacito.
Despacito.
And I like that song.
Done in
Juwan, I like that
Puerto
song too, but it might not win.
Oh, when's Despacito come on, boy? I be getting my salsa on immediately. Despacito is probably gonna win album of the year. Can you run through that one more time?
Album of the year, I got you, brother. Check this out.
Because I think I want to say four, but they're not gonna give it to. I don't think they're gonna give it to
They give it to
Jay-Z.
Kendrick. They give it to Kendrick before.
Low key.
But you know they be scamming that anyway because they be like, okay, well here we're gonna give him this award so he can come and perform. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Grammys is a big scam.
That's what they always do. Whoever
Yeah.
performs pretty much backdoor gets the award. I watched it all.
You saw there was a video clip of Q-Tip from Tribe, and he was mad at Knife Wonder, who was on a Grammy board. He was like getting mad at Knife. Like he was like, dude, we performed for y'all last year. Y'all couldn't get us on the Grammy nod this year. And I was
That's
like,
true. I
dang,
did
so
see
it's like that? like people just running off with the bag and just, doing favor for favor.
For sure. Okay, let me run back album of the year right quick. So Awaken My Love by Gambino, 444 by Jay. Damn, I know 445.
Exactly. It's a
Damn
real
by
Southside
Kendrick.
nigga.
Melodrama by Lord and 24K Magic.
Man.
Those are solid albums, not gonna lie. Besides Melodrama, I didn't listen to it because I know Lord still made music. So
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably gonna bump it tomorrow just to see how good it is.
the competition.
Yeah. 444 is up there. Damn is a better album though.
Easily.
Yeah, I'm saying 24K, bro.
It's 24K or
Between those
Damn.
two, between
in my
Kendrick and
opinion.
Bruno Mars.
Do you have the there's like a hip hop section,
yeah.
right?
Hey, brother, I was getting to that in
Oh,
a
no,
second. I'm in my bag with this.
The meat and the
I'll get into
potatoes.
this.
We can talk about Despacito all night if we want to, but
Yeah, that's gonna run the board for sure.
Yeah.
But let me go ahead and let me get to that right quick.
Despacito.
Okay. So for hip hop itself,
And I like Bruno Mars too. I ain't even gonna lie. That album was crazy. That's what I like is a crazy song.
Oh, easily. It's catchy, man.
okay. So best rap album goes like this: 445 by Jay, Damn by Kendrick, Culture by Migos, Layla's Wisdom by Rhapsody.
Oh, that's
I
a
hope I'm
good
saying it right.
album.
I hope I'm saying it
No,
right. But I
no.
know Rhapsody is good though. I hope I'm saying the album right. Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator. I ain't gonna lie. I rock
It's a
with that one
lie.
too. That list is tough. Because Migos, overall, they whole album played the whole year. Like every song damn near had a video to
They
it.
are not getting it.
No, for some reason
No,
I
they're not
feel
gonna
like
get it.
they're not going to
Politics.
get it.
It's politics.
Not getting it.
They're not gonna get it
Politics.
over Kendrick. I don't think so. Okay, so then did anybody get snubbed? I liked Ross's album a lot. Rather than you than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, nah, I wouldn't say the whole album. Maybe certain songs on there, but not the album as a whole. Nah.
Nah, I like that album a lot. Drake didn't submit More Life, so that takes. But I mean,
I think More Life was Grammy worthy.
yeah, it wasn't
It's a good
Grammy
album.
worthy. But then again, if Views is, then More Life kind of is to me.
I like More Life over Views, to be honest. But I don't think the competition is cool. No Views. It didn't make my top 5 of the year anyway. So
Yeah, it didn't. I'm probably gonna. Is it just gonna be a Kendrick show?
It might
Because it's
be.
looking like it.
Kendrick and Jay show. Sure.
Nah,
Because
Bruno Mars easily has to be in that top though.
No, Bruno Mars is winning about 3 easily.
Yeah, he's gonna win that one. I'm talking on the hip hop side though. I definitely think that. But Rhapsody's album was cold though.
Yeah, and I like when they put like artists like that in the mix because
Yeah.
Schoolboy got a nomination like last year, and I thought that album was solid too. And like just seeing the artists like that kind of like build up. It's like I seen their progression from like 2012, 2011 time period. So to see her here, or see like Schoolboy here, it's kind of cool.
This might show my age and where I'm from, but I think Migos deserves to win. Just because of the span of the actual album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see
Like,
that. All right, let me. I'm jumping to this right quick. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, go ahead.
Best rap song. Now check this out. You got Bodak Yellow. You have Chase Me, Humble, a song called Sassy, the story of OJ.
Man.
Bodak Yellow.
Well, does Bodak Yellow appeal to other ethnicities besides?
I seen a
African
video of
American?
the
Everybody.
models. I seen a video of the Victoria's Secret model singing.
Oh, I
Did you
did
say
see
hip hop
that.
song of the year?
Yeah.
That's what the
rap song of the
a
year.
rap
rap
song.
song.
It's for sure Bodak Yellow.
Yeah, it's for sure Bodak.
If you cut on Bodak, the whole city's going crazy.
Hey, you know who got snubbed though?
Who?
Playboy Cardi, Magnolia. I don't care.
That did come out this year.
Magnolia, he got
That's
snubbed.
a
dog.
summer banger in my opinion, though.
Hey.
But he did get snubbed.
Hey, yeah.
I think Bad and Bougie,
That got snubbed. That did get snubbed.
Oh, that is
because that was a big record. And
But for them, that's okay. Me saying it gets snubbed by the song, but for them to have album for best rap album, I guess
You think
it
that covers it up?
It kind of makes up for it.
I don't know. The Grammys is kind of weird. I mean, they got it right. They're definitely putting on for hip hop. In a year where because last year was kind of like a snub all across.
Yeah.
But I think this year they kind of got it right. You know what I'm saying? They got all the Grammy noms right to me. But I think you definitely had to put Bad and Bougie. If Bad and Bougie would have came out in the summer, it definitely would have been on there.
Honestly, I would have put Bad and Bougie over Bodak Yellow.
No.
Nah.
Think about the time span.
And
in
I
which
used
that song was-
to be like you. I used to be like you and say that.
Think about the time span in which they were though.
Bodak Yellow's kind of dead
just
though
kinda-
now, right?
It just kind of came out.
Nah,
Everybody's used to it now.
I was
Now
in the
everybody
club
is on
last
that.
week.
Now everybody is on that song with G-Eazy, No Limit.
Hey, on the peak on the charts, who peaked higher out of Bad and Bougie and Bodak Yellow?
They were both number one.
Yeah, nah,
Can't go higher than
for a
one.
while, yeah.
Oh well, then I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're pretty much neck and neck, honestly.
Yeah. And I know Magnolia, the highest Magnolia one was like number 9. So
So that broke top
hurts.
10. That's good.
that does hurt.
It hurts, man.
All right, check this out. Check this one. I said best rap song or performance. You got Problems about. I call it 6 Lack, but it's black. Crew, Gold Link, Family Feud by Jay, Loyalty by Kendrick, and Love Galore SZA.
Oh, that loyalty.
I think SZA or Gold Link might run that one, and I want to see one of them win it. Honestly,
Crew.
I'm on favorite Crew. But SZA, she had a good year too.
I'm the type of guy that likes The Weeknd way more than Love Galore. So I don't know. I mean, Love Galore is a cool song, but I don't think that's gonna win. Family Feud.
Man,
Hey, man.
you know, Family Feud too.
Like, y'all don't sleep on hold. I think family. And by the way, my bad. Happy belated birthday to the king, man. But anyway, I definitely think that Family Feud could be up there as well. You said Loyalty. That probably is gonna win though. But when they say like when they say rap performance, I never really
music
understand what they mean by that.
That's I'm trying to figure that out myself.
Yeah.
I'm ready to back up on that again. But
Not giving excuses for these people.
exactly.
Honestly, Y'all right. Loyalty is. I mean, like Kendrick and Rihanna.
Yeah,
they love Rihanna,
And
man.
they, for Grammy purposes, like you said, they
love
her.
Rihanna.
They love her.
Crew's a great song though.
Great song.
Would you play Crew at your wedding?
No.
I play.
Yeah, at the reception.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing is I'm skipping straight to Shy Glizzy part.
Did he kill Gold Link? Yeah, Gold Link. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Gold Link. Your verse was kind of trash.
I mean, no. The chorus was crazy though. The chorus was for sure crazy, but
yeah, shout out to Fire Fires. The Grammys. I think the Grammys kind of got it right. I think everybody that was on there deserved to be on there. I like Ross's album, so I'm probably going to put Ross's album in there, but I don't know who you take out if you put Ross up in there. This actually sparked another debate that I thought about. What are your favorite albums? Like 3. Just give me 3. Doesn't have to be in order.
Like,
I want you this year.
Let me be reasonable right quick.
Yeah.
I got, okay, so it is going to be 444.
Okay.
I'm putting Sam for the Process.
That's a good pick.
That's a great album.
That's a good pick.
And I might have to, let me see, let me hide it in my notes.
Go through your iTunes. I think me personally, I really liked.
Brent Faiyaz Saunders' Son.
Oh, you like that?
Loved it. Great.
I wasn't the biggest fan, but I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? A lot of those beats there sounded the same. I think I really liked Wale's project, the Shine project that he dropped in May. I actually really liked that Wale project. A lot of people were killing Bryson Tiller for his True to Self, but I was really feeling it. I ain't gonna lie. I really like True to Self too. What's another one that I liked? More Life to me, and this is a thing, we could get into that too. More Life to me was probably Drake's second or third to last album out of my favorites. Probably second to last. Yeah.
What? It's over Views, so then I guess
man, More Life.
I kind of liked Views.
Views. I like Views.
I kind of like Views.
Views over More Life?
Take Care is number 1. I think that's a unanimous decision.
Nothing was the same. Number 1.
Oh,
Let's Take Care, bro.
Let's Take Care. Come on, man. Well, I mean,
production wise, go back. We had a debate over this a while back.
We
Go
did,
through that track
and
list.
you actually kind of woke me up a little bit. That's why I'm not mad at you. But for me personally, I think I like Take Care a lot. Did y'all like Thank Me Later?
Yeah,
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's the impact of Take Care that
Changed the game.
yeah,
It did. I can respect that part.
And will y'all agree with me in saying Drake made it cool for for rappers to sing?
I feel like people
Nah,
doing that before.
And don't say Nelly. Don't give me all that weird. Like I don't want to hear
But
that.
Nelly was.
Oh my gosh, Nelly wasn't. He wasn't doing ballads though.
No, he wasn't singing like that.
Nelly wasn't doing no ballads.
Ballads.
Nelly wasn't
Dilemma.
doing like
Just got not heard Dilemma.
okay.
still rapping.
Yeah, he was still rapping on that,
Like
bro.
Drake has like interludes where he's singing his heart out.
Kelly definitely had the chorus.
If you want to go and take a ride with me. Hey, Nelly. Hey, please respect Nelly.
Hey,
That's all I'm
every
asking,
little kid used to like that song, bro.
What about
Every
respect
day,
Nelly, please.
Shout out to Must Be the Money. But anyway, I feel like you definitely put Take Care number 1. I put Nothing Was the Same number 2. Number 3, I go either it's a tie between Thank Me Later and Views, and then that's gonna be 3, 4, 5. 5 I would probably go More Life, and then 6 I would go If You're Reading This Is Too Late.
So Far Gone, are you putting it in an album list or mixtape?
They're gonna kill me.
Because technically it was a mixtape first and they flipped it as an album later.
If that is up there, then I'm putting it right after Nothing Was the Same.
Hold on.
So Far Gone was one day we gonna do our top 5 mixtapes of all time, and when we do that, boy, So Far Gone will be on my list. Definitely. The Wale mixtape, what was that called?
More About Nothing?
That will definitely be on my list too.
That was great.
And then the Warm Up by J. Cole will definitely be on my list
Yeah,
too.
More About Now. That's the one with Steinfeld cover, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful music.
But that popped off.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
You know.
Bro, I used to quote Wale so much in high school.
Rich Forever by Rick Ross, that mixtape went in. But
That would,
we gotta say this mixtape went in.
yeah.
This is gonna be
But going back to Drake, yeah, that's my Drake list. And going back to projects for this year, yeah, definitely like Bryson Tiller, like Wale. Third, I love the 2 Chainz album. Love the 2 Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. Love the 2 Chainz album. There's a lot of other albums that came out this year.
Let's just stretch it out right quick. Just make it 5, so add 2 more to that. I'm at my last 2 because I already know.
Go ahead.
All right, my other one is Tyler the Creator's album,
Flower Boy.
Solid.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go with Damn just because
It's
the whole
Kendrick.
process.
What do you mean? It's
The whole
Kendrick.
process of Kendrick. I ain't gonna lie. When I found out about the album, like you play it backwards, and it's a whole nother like set. It's
easy.
like that's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, sheesh.
Yeah.
So can't front. He did.
I ain't
he
mad
did,
at you.
It's the greatest artist.
And big, finish up your two.
I'm
bro.
agreeing with everything y'all saying.
Let me finish up my last two. Who else had a pretty? Goldling's project was really good. And
That's my
Sahai.
sleeper. That's my sleeper.
Sahai.
Sahai. Good.
Goldling's and Sahai's was really, really good.
thought
Quiet as Kept, I went back and listened to T-Pain's album. That was solid.
I thought y'all was dying over there. Big Crit.
It's
Yeah,
good. Chris is top
it was
10.
good. Yeah.
He's under my top 5 though.
Top 15 for me.
Top 0 for me, bro. I don't care
Oh,
about Big
man.
Crit like that.
What's your top 5 of the year?
Dwele, Lance Ski Walker.
honestly, man, I really haven't like ran through albums like that this year. It's more so just like spurts of songs here and there. I haven't just sat there and just jammed the entire album like that.
I feel it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Crit had one.
Migos.
Migos.
Is that their best project ever?
Nah, mixtapes.
Name them. Which one?
No label.
The
too.
Rich. Oh, no label. Which one was the
I'll
one
say
with
Rich
Taker?
and Famous is the first one.
The first one, YRN.
Oh, that was yeah.
That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
one for sure. And then
No
label two.
No label 2. That's
That was like taking them to like the.
Oh yeah,
I met them at South Bar that year. That was 2014.
that's when they had Chinatown and Fight Night.
What?
Fight Night was a groove. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, Chinatown was
That's
YRN.
YRN. They had Added Up. They had what's the song with Rich Homie Quan on there?
Dang, it's not even coming up in my head, but we'll probably think back on it.
I'm looking it
They
up
had some
right
hits.
now.
They had some hits on there. Added Up was my favorite one though.
Added
I
Up.
was
YRN is number 1, man. Number 2 is no label 2, like you said. And then
Rich Nigga Timeline.
I ain't really like that mixtape. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Was that the one with Taker and all that?
Yeah, I ain't like that. It's a couple good songs on there, but I just wasn't a huge fan of that one.
Y'all are wilding on Migos.
But YRN was crazy because that's like when that was people's wake up call to the Migos, man. He was like,
I was having a debate, yo, and I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. You people talking to me kind of greasy nowadays. I was having a debate, and I said Drake put Migos on.
yeah, with the Versace.
Okay, so why are people acting like? Did Hannah Montana come before that?
No, it was after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Hannah Montana came before?
No. The thing was they already had their music out, but Drake, I'm not gonna say he made them relevant, but he brought them to the light. Like if you got Spinrilla and stuff, for sure you heard the Migos. It's a mixtape on there. But like when Drake remixed of Versace, you said okay, they got their Draco sign. They the next.
It made you go
above,
back
bro.
and look for them pretty much.
You feel me?
That's true.
I was studying abroad in China in the summer of 2013. When I came back, before I left, I've never heard of the Migos. When I came back, my dear friend Davis, shout out to Davis, my dear friend Davis came and told me in the car, taking me back to Huntsville, he said, hey, bro, I'm not going to lie, bro. This guy, Drake, just murdered this song called Versace. And then we listened to the song, and then he played it all the way to I'm about to give Halle Berry a baby, and no one can stop me, Versace. And then he cut the song off. And I was like, wait a minute. The song has like 3 minutes left. What, you're not going to play the rest? He's like, don't even worry about them. They trash.
Nah, they was tripping, bro. I heard that Rich and Famous, the Chinatown. I said, bro.
So, hold on. Let me finish the story right quick. So, the next month, you guys had a party. Shout out to all Nelson's loser friends. No, I'm joking. But shout out to y'all. But anyway, the next month, Nelson and them had a party, and then I heard Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana, mom selling them bricks at the phantom. So then I was like, wow, is this the same guys that we just skipped? And then they just kept on coming with. After that, I heard jumping out the gym, trap house jumping like Jordan, like
like Jordan.
So that just, and then they had like a little bit of a fall off when Offset went to jail. Yeah. That's when I count their fall off when Handsome and Wealthy came out. That was a terrible record.
Yeah, I ain't really
Handsome and Wealthy was a terrible record too.
Yeah.
Oh no! Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
I didn't really care for that.
No. Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
That's a good song.
One Time was a terrible.
Yeah, One Time was terrible.
Yeah,
so
One
sorry.
Time sucked.
One Time sucked. I don't know what album or mixtape that was on, but that was a terrible record.
That's why he's saying like YRN was popping. Then I say if they had that little break when that No Label 2 came, bro, Freak No More, we was like, yo, these guys on another level.
So now with them exploring and I think this is their blueprint, like, period. So now with them exploring, like, their independent careers, I actually want to see what's going to happen with them in 2018.
Man, them dudes are family dudes, so I don't think they're going to let the... I think if the money and all the fame would have got to them, it'd have got to them already.
Yeah, I hope that, like, you know, of course they could do their independent stuff, like, you know, you give a feature to this guy, that guy, you know, that's fine. But as far as like legitimate solo careers,
good luck.
I say just don't, man. Y'all got like a perfect chemistry, you know, with the family thing. Just keep that thing going, man.
Exactly. I mean, they're doing the collab joints and here and there. Quavo and Travis Scott got something brewing, so I want to see how that's gonna sound because everybody's waiting for Quavo to kind of veer off for a second. But like everybody's saying, I'm agreeing to it too. Like what y'all built and came off of, keep it that way, man. That's what makes our classic and legendary, honestly.
Well, I mean, people are waiting for Quavo to go solo, but it's really looking like Offset's the one out here putting in work.
Hey, when I told y'all when the Migos first dropped, and I said Offset is the best Migo,
I mean, I'm
in
not
2013, nobody believed me.
And we still don't believe you.
Y'all crazy. Offset is he's not the most versatile Migos, for sure, Quavo, but the hardest lyrics is Offset. Like, there's no debate, man.
Sorry, Takeoff. Think it's unanimous who sucks.
see, that's another thing. That's the reason why I don't want them to go solo. Like, because
he's gonna go all the way solo back to Atlanta.
I don't want one person to get 10 times more notoriety than the next man, because then he might get forgotten. You feel me?
But every group has the Michelle. So I mean,
nah. You want to know where it's bad at?
What was it?
Ray Sherman. Slim Jimmy.
Yeah. The quietest. Hey, Sway Lee got him.
Slim Jimmy good though, but it's just like, man.
He slept on, bro. When you can't do choruses like your brother, man. That's
I know you wanna leave me hanging. Yo, that song on Janae's album is beautiful.
There's more where that came from. That's all I'm saying. It's you and me.
Yo, I said this guy's out of here, bro.
Nah, I knew it was real when he sang the Black Beatles, bro. I was like,
he took off with that one.
And he had the band. Hey, did he ever cut on his mouth, or that was just like for fashion?
Man, I don't know what that was.
He looked stupid loud. I was like, yo, I need a Band-Aid ASAP.
He's definitely going solo. Slim Jimmy, hey, I ain't gonna lie about G. Your 15 minutes of fame right now is at about 14:55.
The guy dyed his hair blonde. He needed attention.
Wild thoughts, man. Wild thoughts. But back to Grammy nods. But I feel like they got it right. Like I said, everything looks good. I really like the Rhapsody album. If you like rap, then you're gonna love the Rhapsody album. Layla's Wisdom. I've been raving about it. I think it dropped like in October or September. It's really, really good. Produced by Ninth Wonder, who's one of my favorite producers. Other than that, Despacito. That's all I gotta say when it comes to that. Oh, and with that being said, all lords do have a chord. And last week, we had some really good music that we played, so we about to really get it popping this week. So, is it going to be Nelson's Johnny Cinco?
I'm in there trouble all week.
This guy Juwan's about to play a Tribe Called Quest. So, let me see my... can I start it off, Jared?
Go ahead.
You mind if I start off? All right, so this is actually a fellow named Che Crew. I have no idea where Che Crew is from, but this is off of his mixtape his album called Buries. I believe he's from Toronto. I could be lying, but this is called Lonely, and I actually really enjoy this song. So, Che Crew, what up? I'm not getting paid for this, but fuck with me.
Yeah. How could I see when you are the only one for me, yeah. Every night, ooh, I go in again. But it's been way, way too hard for us to just be friends. Cause every time I see you walking, girl, you know you look sexy. Yeah, you know what you're doing. All the things I do if you let me. Boy, we both know it can't happen. We know it just ain't worth it. I've been messing around with some others, and that deal we just started. Baby, I'm all about my profit. No interruption. Don't be saying come over, cause I'ma leave you something. I ain't playing no games, yeah. Tell me what you thinking, I'ma tell you what I want. I don't gotta be drinking, yeah. Late night trips taking all day, all day. Just talk to you, baby, in the hallway, in the hallway. Now we just fighting when you call me, when you call me. Every time you come, I hit it always, hit it always. Late night trips taking all day, all day.
That was Shade Crew. Shade Crew is spelled CHEECRU, and that is called Lonely off of his album Berries that did drop this year. Very, very nice, mellow album. All of them kind of are in that vein that you just heard. Let's go with Jared. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I bodied y'all last week. Even though I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people told me they liked Nelson's.
Nah, Nelson's terrible.
Hey.
Nah, yours were hard too, though. Man.
No, I got the heat this week too, man.
Nelson had
No.
heat.
But let's keep it a bucket. Nelson's is live because the way he came on there.
Yeah,
I gotta talk.
They just started screaming.
Fuck that. I was like, okay, this guy is just yelling.
Oh, we just started screaming on the track. This shit bad.
Okay, let's go ahead with let's go with Jared's. Okay, Jared, a little backstory on this guy.
Hefe Replay, man. He from that Boston area, bro. I've been listening to a lot of Boston artists in the last like 2-3 years. So just to keep up with them, like him, Cousin Stiz, Michael Christmas, man, they got some big waves coming. But Hefe Replay got this song called Sips Tea. Came out like a year and a half ago. But every time I jam it, bro, it just goes harder and harder and harder. So.
All right, one more time. This is Hefe Replay, and this is Sips Tea.
Stop me, y'all just gon' copy. Boy, I done peeped it. I ain't even mad though. I don't want it back though. Y'all can't handle. Sips tea. I come off real crazy first, then I come through with the lazy race. Pay me first, ain't shit free. But fuck it, I'll cook if you want. Next time you should ask for harm. Whipping up 2 out of storm. Whip. Spare them apart. I'm with your chick when I jump out the car. They say my whip, maybe it's probably yours. Oh shit. Riding shotgun cause I crashed my wheel. If the cops come, they stash that shit. You smash it. Yeah, we good, they pass us. Exhale large bills when we gassing. Big dope. Yeah, and I ain't even mad, but double XL, they swag us. Swaggy blend. Swaggy blends for the most, but fuck what you wrote, yeah. They cannot stop me, y'all just gon' copy. Boy, I done peeped it. I ain't even mad though, I don't want it back though. Y'all can handle, I'll come off real crazy first.
Alright, that was Hefe Replay with Sips Tea. You got a project out or just a single?
That was just a single. I gotta keep up with the new music, but I think he has something coming out. Either he has something come out this year, I haven't checked it out yet, or he has something come out in 2018 for sure.
All right, Nelson. Oh, so this is not Johnny Cinco.
Oh, nah. Today I'm gonna hit y'all with the YBN Almighty J. You got a track called Chopsticks.
Oh, this is live already. Sheesh.
I'm trying to bounce that a little bit.
YBN, gang. one got him.
I got a chopstick, a FN in a Draco, hold 100. Got a shooter in the booth with me like he going hunting. She like, who them YBN niggas, why they always stunting? Where your bag at? Where your cash at? Boy, you frontin'. Smoking cookie blunts out the cookie jar and we don't match that. Don't leave me your mixtape cause I'm gon' trash that. Bad yellow bitch, she bag it up, I tell her bag back. I love my chopstick, that bitch be shooting like it's bag that. Oh, you want beef with the gang, you niggas lame, I put that on God, bitch. Everywhere you see us at is gang, we be on that squad shit. The only thing my chopper say is bang, you be on that odd shit. When they see us pull up in the foreigns, they be like, ah shit. Drop top, I let my money rain. All this money coming in look like a money train. Bad bitch, and she hella thick. The way she throw it back, it drive me insane. I got a chopstick, a FN in a Draco, hold 100. Got a shooter in the booth with me like he going hunting. She like, who them YBN niggas, why they always stunting? Where your bag at? Where your cash at? Boy, you frontin'. Smoking cookie blunts out the cookie jar and we don't match that. Don't leave me your mixtape cause I'm gon' trash that. Bad yellow bitch, she bag it up, I tell her bag back. I love my chopstick, that bitch be shooting like it's bag that. Oh, niggas need dissing but they won't pull up, they just talk shit. Call her dad, you think he teach kung fu the way he chop shit. Oh, cut off niggas cause they switched up and got on that odd shit. Oh, YBN bitch, gang, come get with the move, man. Oh, backwoods, stuff like backpacks. They let my brother, if you touch him, then you getting whacked. Niggas want features, if that shit suck, then you getting taxed. I rock designer, don't give a fuck if that.
Dang, alright. I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of live.
I would like that. I need that. Drop that in the group chat.
Alright, that was YBN Almighty J with Chopsticks. No, so you don't know no music, bro.
Look, I'm here for the youth.
All his songs got fast beats.
I do it for the
Super
kids.
fast
man.
beats. Oh my god, you definitely got that from a kid.
I do it for the kids, man.
No, you got it from a kid.
It was crazy. Kids really do be having the hits though. That's all my sister do is just search,
Music.
search.
It's crazy, man. All right, Dwelle, man. Who is this?
Man, you know I got the hits that vibe for you. But no, artist name Ayodeji. I can't really pronounce it, but he's out of Oakland. He has a song called Soul Food featuring Saba.
Oh man.
Oh man.
It's already live. Beat ain't even dropped yet.
Hands up, don't shoot. I know you want to. Rolling up that Keisha Cole. I got that soul food. I got that soul food. I got that soul food. You know you want to. Come try the soul food. Hands up, don't shoot. I know you want to. Rolling up that Keisha Cole. I got that soul food.
Hear that sample?
You know you want to. You know you want to. You know you want to, you know you want to, want to. Yeah, I don't know what I've been sipping. Everything just feels so great. Nowadays finna so dismissive, but I had to concentrate. My homie just got out of read up. Fuck the judge, oh, fraudulent case. But the system gotta be that way. Why they cut your ears better day? Cause I just wanna celebrate freedom on vacation. Turn up. One nation, under Goddessism is fugazi. Yeah. Everybody tryna get it how they live. Yeah. Nowadays niggas can't count their kids. That EBT with no food in the fridge. And they tryna get it back to the first or the fifth. I smoke that Rosa Parks. That shit don't make you move. That Molly make you groove. We in a different mood. Pass the yams, can you pass the peas? Man, I'm about to slam, play the soulful jams, Slam food, that's the only plan. Hands up, don't shoot. I know you want to. Rolling up that Keisha Cole.
God dang, that was nice. Once again, that was, say his name, Ayodeji?
Ayodeji.
That's Elujay. Ayodeji, featuring Saba. That is called Soul Food. I ain't gonna lie, I'm definitely bagging a chick with natural hair with that song.
No, that sample was crazy. Sure.
Oh man, that was nice. I'm gonna listen to some Erykah Badu after this. No, at least 5 of them, and get a lava lamp. But with that being said, that is the music portion of the podcast, and that was the Lord of the Chord portion. I think what we got offered to do, or what we got asked to do, was to actually create a playlist. I think that'd be kind of dope, like in the near future, because we do have a lot of different styles of musical taste. So I think that's something that we'll probably look into. But with that said, I think what we will do for sure is in the description below for SoundCloud and YouTube, we're going to go ahead and put links that you can find all these different songs that we play for Lord of the Chord. That way, if you're inquisitive to the music that we drop, you can go ahead and look through those links. So with that being said, Lord of the Chord, that is the music segment. Thank you so much, Jared. We're going to take a quick commercial break and go to the entertainment segment with Nelson Ayodeji. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Sneaking out 'cause your mom's on mad. Then we started fighting, lost what we had 'cause we stopped trying. Pissed me off, I ain't know your calls, I became defiant. Didn't realize till we split how much we always rely on each other. And I don't want another Billie Jean.
All right, I'm paying homage to Hove, man. Yerp. All right, yeah, we can't play the whole thing, just the instrumental. But we back, the Library Podcast. This is the third and final segment, the entertainment segment with Nelson Ayodeji. Nelson, go ahead and take us away for this week.
I lucky hate the way you say my last name.
Yes.
It's Ayodeji. He says Deji.
Trash. It's trash.
No, but well, recently, we just got news that LeVar Ball has taken LiAngelo Ball out of UCLA. So I'm
hold on. This deserves this. Go ahead, say it again.
Recently, LeVar Ball has taken LiAngelo Ball out of UCLA's basketball program as well as school overall. He has decided to take his son's talents overseas, or possibly the G League. Just wanted to know, how do y'all feel about that?
All right, let me get serious. All right, let me turn it off. All right, sorry, that theme music is forever immaculate. But anyway, LeVar, you got to cut it out, man. The dude is 18 years old, bro. Just let it go. He's been doing that forever. And I keep on telling people, and I keep on telling, for instance, my coworkers, that 30 for 30 for the Ball family is going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy. LeVar Ball, with all the media criticism that he gets, it's just crazy to see how much control it looks like he has over his son's life. Now, I know what people are saying, well, those are his kids, let him raise his family, as he pleases. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Two of them are over the age of 18, and he continuously talks for his children. You know what I mean? I just feel like,
man,
I don't know.
Honestly, I don't blame him for doing that, man. Honestly, because, man, they're 18, 19. When you got $1 million, if I'm 18, 19, and I got $1 million coming my way, and I got all this popularity, I'm gonna act a fool too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna act a complete fool. So I mean, I don't fault him for.
But he took him out of school, Juwan. Come on, man.
Jello's not making millions.
No, right, Jello is not making Jello.
Well, he's about to, because recently he took him out of school and then announced that he's going to be getting his own shoes soon. So.
You know what's crazy, bro? Let me keep it a band. LiAngelo didn't even announce that he's leaving the school. His dad did. That's whack.
I mean, he's 18 years old. If my mom told me I was coming home, but guess where I'm going home?
Okay, but are you going to tell the world that, or is your mom going to tell the world that? Like, the dude has a voice, last time I checked.
The only thing I don't like about LeVar taking LiAngelo out is because it's like, he was blatantly saying, man, there's no point in him being at UCLA because they're going to suspend him for 3-4 months. That's basically the whole season. So, what I'm going to do is we're just going to take him out of UCLA as it is, and I'm going to get him ready for the NBA because he's one and done regardless.
Okay. And that,
which is not true, by the way.
In a sense like that, that's definitely, that's okay. I agree with that. Now, I can see if he took him out of school as a way to punish him as a consequence for...
No, he was saying that he doesn't need any more punishment. He was like, the punishment was that, he was in jail for that amount of time in China, but they dropped the charges. So he said that's it. It should be no more punishment, you know. And I mean, I understand that, like, he shouldn't come to the U.S. and it should be another type of ordeal. But as far as like taking him out of UCLA, I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. But at least get him back in school, like. If you look at like mock drafts and stuff, like you don't see LiAngelo Ball on any mock drafts, you know. So it's actually hurting his chances for him to go overseas, you know. Like he's better off actually possibly like going to like a mid-major, you know, because the guy is still like 6'5", 6'6", great shooter. He could go to a mid-major.
He can go anywhere in the country and ball.
Yeah, you know, go to a little mid-major, average 18, in between 18 to 24 points a game. Yeah. You do that for a year or two, like you're going to at least crack the second round. Like, you're not Lonzo, but like you still have a skill that is useful in the NBA.
Yeah, I think that's true, because I mean it's not like he isn't known. So regardless of where he goes, he still have that notoriety.
And then the worst part about it is he's screaming, "All my kids are playing for the Lakers." I'm like, son, the only way.
I'm not mad at that. Speak it into fruition. You know what I mean? If you want to, you know, speak into it.
But the way the draft works, it's about need. And I don't think the Lakers
honestly
need that guy.
I wouldn't be surprised if that all happened, especially if they keep the popularity and the fame that they have now. Simply because, I mean, regardless of the sport, you know, NBA, it's a business, man. They're going to do whatever they got to do to get those ticket sales up.
That's what I'm saying. The only way that LiAngelo's getting to the Lakers possibly is if he goes undrafted and they pick him up as a free agent.
For cheap.
Then you know, the Lakers are going to use him as a means to sell tickets. So we got both the Ball brothers on our team. But he's not starting, bro.
I think the deeper thing is as somebody looking on the outside in, and I know what everybody's going to really tell us, oh, well, y'all up in a family business. Well, we have a podcast, so screw it. I'm down to be in business. So do you feel like it's detrimental that his father is like really kind of taking the lead role in every decision that's made, which it seems between all three, you know, children? Because he just took the smallest one, LaMelo, out of Chino Hills.
Yeah, I took my school.
You know what I mean? And he was only, 16. Going into his junior year, and he yanked him out of school. And now he's yanking LiAngelo out of UCLA. So, I mean, and does this also mess up LaMelo's chances of going to UCLA, seeing as how the university might not want to deal with LeVar anymore?
It do mess him up a little bit. Just because it's LeVar, it's not them. Some key you just said, is my bad. Going with blank. But with LeVar being their spokesperson, it's like Don King for Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? He's just speaking for him. We know Mike Tyson's reckless. But with them, it's like they need to vocalize their voice out a little more. But I like how Lonzo takes it over anything, because he just like, chill, simple. They like laugh at it, like Melo and Jello, kind of like, they're going through their little things with it. But I think at the end of the day, LeVar got to let them grow and let them be their own individual too. So let them have a voice in saying what they want to say versus my son's this, my son's that, he's the best ever. They don't say that. They be chilling like, I like the hoop, that's it. You know what I'm saying? They're very humble with it. So I just think that with LeVar talking, he's writing checks that they can't cash yet. And that's why everybody is so harped on the Ball family, because it's the daddy saying something, not them. Because even in the NBA, people going after Lonzo's stats. Bro, he's a rookie. Like, let him breathe. He haven't got past halfway this season. Oh, my gosh, his stats are horrible. Bro, he's balling. Lakers got a pretty decent record right now versus last year. So let the man do his thing. Let him go through a process. Let these kids go through a process, bro. That's the thing.
Okay, and you're exactly right, man. The dad's mouth is doing a lot of negative, for the kids. But if he kept, like, the things that he said to, like, a minimum, everything would be, like, kind of great, because like he got the attention on him and it was perfect, but then he started wilding, like, and that's just like, but I'm so 50-50 with LeVar Ball, man, because like he does do a lot of positive things too on the flip side,
That's very true, very true.
But one thing that I didn't like though is the fact that like he took LaMelo out of high school. Yeah. And then now was talks about him possibly getting a professional contract overseas like LiAngelo. I'm like, bro, the guy's 15, 16. Like, let him enjoy high school. Like, he's already possibly the best in his area. So, like, he's a king out there. Like, you're hooping, you're with your friends. You have a set destination. You're going to UCLA for sure. So, it's like, what's the point of you taking him all the way overseas to, like, Greece or or Israel or something like. Like I get it, he's getting paid, but like y'all don't necessarily need that right now. Like the money's gonna come eventually, but that's his kids, man. Like I'm not here to talk about.
Yeah, I mean,
parents,
anybody's dad. I mean, he's a dad. He just doing what he feels is the best for his kids at the moment. And I mean, if he feels like, I'm pretty sure the reason there's deeper meaning why he's pulling his kids out of these schools, probably because he's getting into it with coaches and stuff like that. So honestly, if I was getting into it with a coach, my son would be getting pulled out too. I'm like, all right,
of the school.
Of the school.
Yeah.
Why are you getting into it with the coach?
I don't know about college, but high school, I don't care. Like, come on, let's go. We're gonna move you somewhere else. We'll take your talent somewhere else.
But quick question though,
Yep.
if have you not seen Chino Hills? Like, LaMelo has the ultimate green light. So if you as a parent are getting into it with the coach and not LaMelo himself, then the problem might be
within you.
Is no need for you to take your son out if he has a green light to do whatever. Like they turned Chino Hills from like an irrelevant basketball team to like a powerhouse.
Yeah.
So if everything's fine and dandy on the basketball court, but you and the coach have problems, why would you remove him from
this guy had the green light at Chino Hills at the age of 14.
14.
Like this.
But was it because of? I mean, I'm pretty sure it was because of LeVar Ball, man. Because of the dad.
The green light is because of their talent.
Yeah,
the kids, man.
And he was starting at 14 with his brother, with both brothers.
That's the only reason why.
That's wild.
So now he's in a position where no more LiAngelo, no more Alonzo, just you. So you can average 60 if you can.
Oh man!
Like, why would you leave? Like,
the guy had a 90. Was that a 92-point game he had last year?
Yeah,
shot 1 billion times.
Jesus,
Still
no, but he had 1 billion layups.
No bird at 1 billion.
It don't matter, man. The coach was doing no tripping,
and
his stats was looking great, man. Like,
but I do want to take it off of a sports morality because chicks don't really listen to sports aspect, but just more into like a family thing. Like, do you feel like he speaks too much for his kids?
Yes.
No, his kids not even 20 yet. No.
Yes,
because
age has nothing. Well, I'm not gonna say 100% nothing, but like it doesn't always have everything to do with like maturity, bro. Like,
exactly.
Like at 16, you might have a way of thinking that could be a lot more beneficial than somebody that's like 24 or 25. Like, you never know. Like,
from what I can see, maybe it just could be just my perception from like what I see on the outside. But man, they look probably Lonzo, of course, but LiAngelo and Melo, they look super immature, man. Like, you got all these eyes on you. You go to China and you stealing for what?
Still a kid.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying LeVar still needs to be there.
So is that a reason to take him out of college?
Yup.
That's a reason to take him out of college because he stole.
Okay, so put the perspective as you being the father and those are your kids.
Snatching them out. What you
snatching them out the whole
myself
program.
would be more consequences though. Like, yo, what you doing? You tripping? Come on home.
Then you're just.
But no, hold on. But UCLA
is
is home. They're from LA. So now what?
Yeah, you come home, you go to different school. I'm gonna put you in community college until you get right.
He doesn't want his kid to go to the
This guy is crazy.
You gonna come work for Big Baller Brand, boy. Go stitch some shoes up.
If my kid is a All-American athlete at UCLA and he goes to China overseas and he steals, when we get home, I'm gonna discipline him when we get home. That's between us. But I'm not taking him out of college. Like, he's gonna get that education.
Not only
he's gonna
that,
still try to go to the NBA.
At what point do you just let a man be a man? You know what I'm saying? At what point, Juwan, do you just let it go?
How old is that guy? 17?
LiAngelo is 18 years old.
He's not paying his own bills yet.
Shit.
He's not paying his own bills. He's not paying his own bills yet.
Okay, so once he pays his own bills, in your opinion, that's when he gets to call his own shots. You run a tight shift, man. I feel like, the guy got a full ride scholarship to one of the best universities in the nation. He's going to be a perennial star at the university, and if he plays his cards right, he's definitely going to get drafted in the first round. I feel like let the man play, but I think I get where he's coming from, and he probably had a talk with LiAngelo and probably said, "Hey, look, you're suspended right now. They said indefinitely, so we don't know a distinct time when you'll come back. I think it's best that we should, go ahead and pull you from the school. I feel like that's cool if you do that. But you then coming out and saying, "Hey, look, hey, everybody, put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. My son not playing for UCLA." I feel like that's where the problem lies. I feel like that is where you just need either just let the news surface on its own or let him say it. That's how I feel. Because now what are you going to do? Because now you look crazy because you haven't... The season started already. They're about like 7 games in, right? 7-8 games in. You can't just go... Can he transfer to a school and play immediately? I don't believe so.
Nah.
Yeah, he probably have to sit out.
Yeah, he would have to sit out, which he's not going to do. The Chinese league already started too, so I mean, he could get signed over there, but you already know that's kind of weird. That's weird. We saw what happened with Brandon Jennings.
He's not Brandon Jennings.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's a very, very he's in a very weird predicament. And just saying, hey, yeah, we're going to get him trained up and we're going to get him right. Bro, there's no kind of training than in-game training and in-game situations. That's where college actually comes in. So, I mean, as a father, I think he just did a little too much. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But he's been doing too much, so who am I to tell the balls how to live?
No.
Big baller brand.
Oh, my God, bro.
Nah, honestly, man, in my opinion, if LeVar wasn't as boastful as he is with his kids, I don't think Jello will be going to UCLA to hoop anyway.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's a good point. So you feel like if he wasn't as out there as he was, then they wouldn't even have that opportunity?
And let me tell you why that's false. First and foremost, Lonzo Ball was the number 1 point guard in California at that time.
Yeah.
Therefore,
and what was Jello?
No. Jello was still averaging at least like 20-something a game, and he was a 6'6" shooting guard, and he was when Lonzo was a senior, Jello was in the 11th grade.
Yeah.
So he was still a great athlete. You know, like he was putting on. So it was kind of like a package deal. Like, you know, like what harm is that going to be for UCLA coach to be like, we will take another good player in order to get the guy that we really want and to get the younger brother that we know was going to be a superstar by the time he gets here, because he has 3 more years before he gets here.
Do you know how crazy that family lineage would be with UCLA?
Exactly. Yeah. Even with it'll even go to like their kids, like, you know, like
that would be crazy.
And people forget. You remember when Lil Romeo played basketball for USC?
USC,
Did you forget he got there because DeMar DeRozan? It was a package deal, my guy. Like, you know,
that is so true.
You gonna do what you like, coaches, man. I'm telling you, they could give up a scholarship, because I mean they were gonna fill it with a JUCO transfer anyway.
And mind you, Romeo he quit after like his second season or something like that. So
it'd be
Romeo
like
was
that,
kind of cold though.
I mean, it was cold for the average man, but like, come on now.
Yeah,
the guy had handled.
They were willing to do whatever to get DeMar DeRozan. You feel me?
Exactly.
Yo, Bow Wow was trash.
I didn't even get hey, yo, my man's is not.
So Romeo rapped and he hooped. Bow Wow, you trash.
You sleep though. In Bow Wow's prime though, he was killing Romeo on the music aspect at least.
Bro, this is entertainment, bro.
Yeah, this is entertainment. You after the podcast, you can go listen to Fresh as I Is again. But anyway, now I mean, I've stated my piece. I really wonder what LiAngelo is going to end up doing. LaMelo's already. I don't think he's even in the country anymore. I think they're trying to sign a contract with a team outside of the country for him to play. But like I said, these guys are 20, 18, 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? They have so much life in front of them. And I understand you're being a dad, but sometimes it's better to move in silence. You know what I mean? Rather than just being so boastful. Now, I know it's for the brand, and it's kind of worked for the brand, because we wouldn't really know about Big Baller Brand if he wasn't being this obnoxious. So I get the gimmick. It might be working. I don't write their taxes off, so it might be working. But I mean, at the end of the day, I just feel like it's kind of unnecessary when it's dealing like harsh times like this. Yeah. Like these times, I would just tell Pops, "Look, I got this." Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that is the end of the podcast. Juwan, where are you going? Alaska?
I already been there, bro.
Oh my God, this guy is crazy.
Yeah, Alaska?
Yeah, twice.
Alaska sucks, huh?
You're crazy. lot of outdoors. I'm from the country, bro, so I like all the outdoor stuff.
That's true. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys next week. That is the Library Podcast. We appreciate you guys for listening once again. And once again, subscribe, Chose Life TV. Go ahead and also subscribe to our SoundCloud page at Chose Life Media. We will have our personal Twitter names on the bottom of the description, along with the Lord of the Chord selections for this week. Like, view it, comment, do whatever you got to do. We really do appreciate it. Peace, love, happiness to all. Happy birthday, Hov, one more time. Y'all take it easy. Have a great week.
But I ain't tripping off them.